Hey folks, welcome to Seaway Whiskywire. Well guys, I hope you're all full of the holiday spirit, but if you're not, I got you covered. Tonight I'm making Mrs. Seaway's patented holiday sangria. It's going to be great. So go watch the intro, come on back, and we'll get you guys feeling in the holiday spirit soon enough. Stick around guys. Well hey guys, thanks for coming back after the intro. I'm Tyler, and with the holidays quickly approaching here in the Seaway, Mrs. Seaway asked me to whip up a batch of her famous holiday sangria. And it's super easy to make, great at parties, and is a real crowd pleaser when it comes to Christmas Eve. That's when we generally make and enjoy this. We make it just before Christmas Eve, we let it sit in the fridge overnight, and we serve it at our Christmas Eve party with our family and friends. And you know what, it's been a hit for years and years. So she was nice enough to pass on the recipe and let me share it with you guys today. So yeah, we'll whip this up into shape. Again, this is one that you want to make a little bit ahead of time before you go to a party or have it for a party. You don't want to make it the same day and then take it. You want to let it sit and kind of mend together overnight, but then it's ready to go in one day. So you don't need a whole lot of ingredients, guys. We're going to make it right here on the bar, and I've got everything right here on the bar. So first thing we're going to need is a bottle of red wine. In this case here, we're using Mrs. Seaway's favorite, Bodacious Cabernet Sauvignon. Pretty economical selection by Mrs. Seaway there. And then we've got ourselves one Honeycrisp apple. You're going to want one Honeycrisp apple. We've got an orange. Then you're going to want some cranberry juice as well. And then we got some frozen cranberries there. We just buy them in a bag, and when we measure them out, we've also got some frozen pomegranate as well. And then we've got some simple syrup. And really the star of the show that really kind of brings all the Christmas flavors out is some Grand Marnier. And we make it pretty easily. We're just making it in a pitcher. So I've got myself a nice pitcher here that we use. This is the one we use every year to make this. And yeah, we're just going to kind of prep some of this stuff, and we're going to go through it. So into the pitcher, we're going to start by cubing one apple. Now I'm going to probably edit this out so you don't have to see me cube the apple, but I'll show you the size of them once I get them all ready, and I'll put them into the pitcher. So power of editing, you're probably not going to see me for a second. All right guys. All right guys, so you're going to want to make the apples into cubes, so I've kept them into nice little cubes, and we're just going to throw them right in the pitcher like so. And again, just one apple, we're going to cube it in there, chuck it right in there. Leave the you're welcome to peel the apples. I don't. I leave it right on there. Adds to the color, and I mean, we're not really eating the apples. They're just part of the the flavors that are going into this sangria. They sure make it look pretty. And next we're going to do is we're going to use half an orange, and we're just going to quarter that. I can probably do that fairly quickly. If not, I will definitely edit it out. But yeah, you're going to want to quarter half an orange. Just like you took to school when you were a kid. All right, nice big quarters. Stick them right in there, like so. And the next thing we're gonna want is like 1 cup of frozen cranberries. So these just came out of the freezer, and we're just gonna add those in like so. You're welcome to use fresh. We always use the frozen. They kind of hold up a little bit better. Don't make quite as mess. And I find, canned or fresh cranberries are fine. We just don't always have them around. And the canned ones definitely would be more jammy, I think, than anything else. So if you're going to use them, use fresh or use frozen. Get those in there just like so. Next, half a cup of frozen pomegranates. We just get these in a bag at the store. Measure them out and just dump them right in. Look at that color already, guys. Coming on Christmas really quick. And after that, you're going to want 1 to 2 ounces of simple syrup. Again, it all depends on how sweet your wine is or how sweet you like it. I usually put about 1.5 ounces in. That's why I've just added, I've just said 1 to 2 ounces. But you do you. I'm going to do the 1.5. And again, after, if you try it on the next day and it's a little, needs a little bit more sweetness, feel free to add a little bit more simple syrup in there. Next is the Grand Marnier. So we're going to take 2 ounces of Grand Marnier. Measure that out with a jigger. Pour that right in there. Once that's all done, grab your red wine. Or actually, sorry, you're going to want 1 cup of cranberry juice. This is 100% pure cranberry juice. from the store, and I've just poured it into this lovely little glass here. And you're going to want to add 1 full cup of cranberry juice. And after that's all done, grab your wine, red wine of choice. In this case, again, Bodacious. Let's go. And you're going to want to top that up with the red wine. Should take about a full. And let's see, we've made this once or twice, guys. Fill it right up. Grab your lid. I like to give it a little bit of an agitation, a little bit of mix it here before we put it in the fridge there. All right, guys, we're all done now. So now all you're going to want to do is set this in the fridge overnight and let all those flavors kind of mend together and create this wonderful, wonderful holiday sangria. So I'm going to go put this in the fridge now, and I will be back to see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back, and the holiday sangria has been hanging out in the fridge for just over 24 hours. You can see that the apple has definitely taken in some of that red wine. You can see some of the pomegranates and the cranberries there have expanded, taken on some of that liquid as well. So yeah, I know that everything is well incorporated, and this is ready to go. So without further ado, let's pour a little glass here and see what we can come up with here. You can see there some of the cranberries came out into it there. Let's give it a little nose. Coming on Christmas right there, guys. You definitely get some of the citrus there imparted by the oranges there. Definitely getting some of that sweetness in the juice from the apple too. And then that red wine there, that Bodacious cab is taking over the roll there too. And you get a nice balance to it. You know, I'm getting some of that pomegranate on there too. Not much on the cranberry way, but the pomegranates, like, you know, they've thawed out. They've taken in some of that flavor there and imparted their flavor onto the mixture here as well. So yeah, very nice, very festive. You got some cranberries floating in there. You're welcome to strain it if you want. I like to kind of just let everything kind of get in there. If you want to spoon out some of the cranberries or pomegranates or pieces of apple orange, be my guest and put those in too. Just adds to it. You can also cut up an orange and garnish it with that if you'd like. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this and see how Mrs. Seaway's holiday sangria recipe turned out this year. Cheers to your health. Merry Christmas, everybody. Easy sipping, very balanced, not too sweet. I think that ounce and a half of simple syrup is just enough there. Again, if you like it sweeter, you're welcome to add more, up to 2 ounces, I would say. But again, do it to taste. You get that lovely botanical and lovely citrus and orange note from the oranges and the Grand Marnier. You're definitely getting that nice balance from the wine. And I think too, like the aeration probably that goes on there as everything's melding together and all the flavors are kind of going together, really, really smooths this out. The Bodacious cab is actually really smooth to begin with, but this really smoothens it out even more. Going for another sip. Yeah, and you get that little bit of tartness too from the cranberry juice. Very well balanced, very nice. If you wanted to even grate a little bit of nutmeg over top of it just for some aromatics or something along that line there, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, whatever, I think that would just add to it. But yeah, you know, I know Mrs. Seaway is going to be very excited about this one here and the way it turned out, and I'm sure all her friends are going to be very excited the way it turned out as well. I really should have made maybe a double batch, but anyway, I can whip another one up if need be there for her. Again, doesn't take too long, and you only gotta let it sit in the fridge for a day. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully you'll make it and enjoy it, and why wouldn't you? It's a great little Christmas sipper, easy to make and craft, and you know what? Doesn't take a whole lot of time, doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients, and you know what? For the one day that it was in there, it wasn't occupying as much space in the fridge as the aged eggnog, which is still up there. But I digress. Anyways, I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you like what we're doing here at Seaway Whiskywire, you guys know that drill. Like and subscribe down below. And hey, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Seaway Whiskywire for more content. Well, you know, if you guys have a favorite Christmas drink or a Christmas recipe, go ahead and share it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And, you know, if you guys are still hanging around this far into the video, thank you very much. As always, really appreciate you guys chilling out with me while I go through and make Mrs. Seaway some drinks here and some different ways to entertain people at Christmas time and just different ways to enjoy it. Not my usual whiskey fare, but you know what? I ain't complaining. It's a tasty drink for sure. Should have probably signed off before that. Anyways, all the best. Take care, guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you around, guys. Bye for now.